it's Andrea, and today for our summer craft, we are going to be making the Little Mermaid bookmarks, or Merman bookmarks. So for this craft, you are going to need to grab that craft bag if you don't have them, or if you did not get one, that's okay. You can grab some stuff at home and join in with us. All right, the other thing you are going to need out of that craft bag today is you're going to need a set of markers. You're going to want your mermaid kit that looks like this. You could be looking at it this way, or the back, it's going to have that little plastic bag you have attached sequins to it, your scissors, and your glue. Once you have those things, then we are ready to get started. Okay, you should have that mermaid little kit pulled out. So what you want to do is just go ahead and take the paper clip off, and you're going to see several things. There's going to be that bag there with your sequins. You won't need these quite yet, so you can just put those to the side for now along with your glue there. The other thing is you're going to have a template sheet. So if you open it up inside, you're going to see different squares and rectangles of different colors. So you can just put those aside for 1 second. But what you're first going to want to do is grab this template sheet. Now, I have already chosen mine to cut. You're going to have to decide. You do have enough materials here if you want to make more than one mermaid, or a mermaid, a merman, or two mermen, however you choose. What you're going to see here, there are 2 tails. You only really need to cut one of these. There's just a backup here if you accidentally cut a fin off. It happens. So you're going to have 2 here. You just need to cut one. They are the same size and shape for your tail. All right, then the next thing is same with your body. There's 2 bodies. They're exactly the same, so you can cut either one. Again, one's just a backup in case you have a little accident with scissors. And then the last part here is going to be your hair. So you can choose, you can cut out both hairstyles, whatever you like. The only thing when you're cutting the hair is you kind of want to cut out. So I'll show you this, my original example, this was more of the flat hairstyle. So what I did was I cut out the body piece, which let me grab mine here. And then I laid it on here and traced so that when I took this off, you see, you now have an idea of when you cut out where you want to cut the hair. Okay, so it fits nicely around your head and body piece here. Okay, so you can choose to do this one. I'm going to go, since I already did one with kind of the flat bangs across, I'm going to do the one slightly slanted. So I went ahead and cut mine out. I chose to do this one for the one I'm making now. Okay, so you pick those out, get those pieces cut out to trace. Once you're done, you can set that sheet aside. The next part is deciding what colors you want to make what. So you have a variety here to choose from. I will tell you the 2 longer rectangles. So you will have to choose either to do a blue tail or a green tail, because the green or the tail piece is only going to fit on the blue or green. The other ones are not quite big enough to get that color tail. So you will have to choose between the blue and the green. My initial example, I did a blue, so I'm going to go ahead and I went with the green today. So I'm just going to set the blue aside for now. You have enough space on here. I kind of angled mine in the middle. As you can see, I started to trace mine already. But you do have enough space that if you trace it on either side, you should be able to get 2 tails on the green and blue pieces. So if you wanted to make more than one mermaid or merman, that option is available to you. So as always, when I went to trace my pattern, is I flipped it upside down and traced from there. That way you wouldn't see any pencil marks when you cut it out. So I traced my tail. I'm going to go ahead and cut that out. Okay. And I'm going to put my green piece over here and put my tail there for now. The next piece that I want to trace then is my body piece. You can make your body whatever color you'd like. I did the cream white with one. You could do it black, you could do it the yellow or the brown. Completely up to you. Or if you want to give yourself a green or a blue body, that's also an option. I'm going to do my body, since I'm doing the green tail, I'm going to do mine in this lighter brown color. Again, I'm just going to flip over my pattern piece and trace. go ahead and cut that out. Okay, I'm going to set that brown aside for now. Put my body piece over here. And then last but not least, I'm going to go ahead and cut out my hair. So I think my hair I'm going to actually do, I like the yellow hair, but I think I'm going to switch it up a bit. Steal this blue and give my mermaid here some blue hair. And I am tracing this hair to match my pattern piece. But if you're a little off or make it a little bit bigger, that's okay, because you can always cut your hair down or fix a piece of your hair when you're cutting it out to fit better on the body shape. Okay, set my glue aside for now. All right, so now I have my 3 template pieces, or the pieces that I'm going to need. They are all cut out and ready to go. So the next part is going to be more the assembly part. So what you want to do here is, now these will be bookmarks. So I always like to, because you're going to notice, and it's hard to see here, so I'll lift it up. This is going to be open so that when you have a book or anything that you're reading, you can fit it right over the page to make it your bookmark holder place there. Okay, so we do want to leave some space there for that reason. So the first thing you're going to want to do is glue your hair onto your head. So you can see I'm just going to kind of move it around till I like it. Some people like their hair in front. Some people like the hair pushed to the back. I kind of like it with it pushed to the back. As you can see, I did that in my original example too. So I'm going to go ahead and do it this way, but if you like your hair to the front, you can glue it that way as well. Completely up to you. So I'm going to take my glue and as always, I am going to use this paintbrush to help me glue today. If you're using the paintbrush from your kit and you do not want to ruin it, but you prefer to use it to glue with, again, I just tell you, as soon as you're done with this gluing part, you want to make sure you go ahead and rinse it off really good with some hot water. So that way you can use it for the future as a paintbrush. If not, it will be permanently your glue brush. I'm going to go ahead and lay my hair down and flip it to the back. And again, you'll notice I have some excess glue there. That's okay. It'll dry clear. Or if you really want to, you can just go ahead and wipe it. And there we go. Okay. So while I'm waiting for my hairpiece to dry, I can go ahead and draw my face on. So I drew a face. If you have googly eyes or something you want to use at home, that's fine too. All I did was take a black marker from my kit. You can also choose one of the other colors. I would stick to, depending on the color of your body, I would stick to maybe lighter, darker colors. The light colors, if you're using a darker color like the black, you may want to use a light color because it shows up a little bit better. But I'm going to use a black for mine here. And I'm just going to give my mermaid some circles here for her eyes. Draw a couple little up slashes there for some eyelashes. And then just a simple smile. Okay, so you pick however you want to draw your face on your mermaid. Or merman. Okay, so the next piece is going to be gluing the head part to your tail. So I have my tail on this one going this way. It's really completely up to you. I will tell you, if you choose to glue your tail piece this way, it may stick out of your book a little bit. Whereas if you glue it so that your pins are facing in this direction, that way it'll stick in the book and you won't necessarily see it sticking out of the book. But what you want to do is, I always find it easier to put the glue on the very top of your tail piece. See, I'm just gluing along the top there. Okay, once I have that done, then I'm going to go ahead and take the top part here, my head or my body piece. And now, like I said, you want to leave that opening. So you're actually going to glue the tail pretty far up. You almost want to glue it, whereas if you're looking at that body template piece, where you see it kind of increases here right by the arms, or it comes in here, you kind of almost want to glue it all the way up to that piece. So you can see it comes pretty far up on the back of my mermaid piece. The further you glue it up, the more space you're going to have here. So when you're putting it or sliding on the page as the bookmark, you're going to have that space available. Okay, so again, just so you can see, you want to glue it pretty far up on your head and body piece here. Okay. And you can just go ahead and put it down, and while you're letting that top piece dry is the time to add some glitter and some festive pieces on there for you. So you can see when you open up that bag, you're going to have little confetti in it. You should have some shells in there. So on my initial example there, I used shells to make her shirt. So I'm going to pull out 2 shells to make a shirt on my new one. You can also cut out a shirt if you want from one of your other colors that you have there. You could draw on a shirt if you want. I'm just going to put some glue down. Glue down those shells for her shirt. Okay, and then to do the tail piece, so again, this is up to you. I used my confetti here to decorate. You could always use your markers to decorate, or if you want to cut out dots or circles from your other colors and glue them on, that works too. But if you want to go ahead and do the confetti, you could use this with, just throw on some of your glue here. Again, it should dry clear, so you don't have to worry if you see a little smudge or two of glue on there that looks white. Just throw some glue down, and then you can either use your bag to dump, or I like it just so it's not quite as messy. I like to take a little handful out, pinch out, and just kind of sparkle it around. You may have to move it around a little bit with your finger. Just throw some down on your tail. So you can go the whole way down your tail, just the body, and you're ready to go. And you're going to want to let that sit for a little while just so that glue completely dries, and then you have your mermaid bookmark. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed making our little summer reading bookmarks today, and you can use it in your favorite book that you're reading this summer. Also, don't forget to check out our website along with our Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube and Twitter accounts to see anything that we have that's upcoming this summer. Until next time.